Today I want to speak to you about habits that will guarantee your success with your weight loss, body composition targets that you may have, a specific level of fitness that you're trying to achieve, or just improving your health and having a healthier lifestyle as a business owner, entrepreneur, CEO, cyclist. Now, having worked so closely with these individuals now over the past few years, one thing that I've found has really stood out on an initial consultation or when those initial stages when we're working with our clients is they have often compared themselves to others who have had or have more time to apply to their training, exercise, nutrition and health. And because they don't have so much time available to actually be able to do that, or potentially not even just, the mindset or headspace because you're running a business, so busy with your profession, that because they don't feel or know that they have that amount of time available, have almost automatically thought that then achieving such results are not possible within their current lifestyle, personal and professional life. So today's something that I really wanted to share with you that I found has worked so well, and what we've really worked with our mentoring and our coaching when we're working with business owners, busy professionals, is it's really about understanding and implementing successful habits and just taking a step back. And rather than many will actually go and look at training plans or programs that are asking you to potentially exercise 8, 10, 15 plus hours a week, and then again, because you just see that that is not really possible, or it's just laid out in such a rigid and structured way that is just not going to match or suit or accommodate your lifestyle. So one thing I wanted to share with you today, this has been made such a drastic change in my own journey as a business owner, cyclist, really on my journey to try and maintain the highest and best level of health that I can over the past few years, but certainly now, looking forward in my own personal and professional life, is really just identifying where you actually have time within your day, within your week, within your month to train, exercise, and start to install some of these habits within your lifestyle. Now, the reason that I have found this works just so much better than going, okay, I've bought a training plan or I've put together a training program, and you're just trying to follow sessions, or you're just trying to commit to a certain time of training a week and hoping that you actually get those results, maybe at the start knowing that potentially it's not going to be sustainable for you. The reason why doing it this way that I'm going to share with you now is just so much better is it allows you to be consistent, it allows you to be realistic with the goals that you're trying to achieve and the time you can actually commit, and then actually over a long-term period instill habits in your life that if you can do that right now as you are very busy, maybe running a business, being a high-level CEO, and potentially also having family and a busy personal life, if you can do that now, instill these habits, then you're going to be able to sustain that for a long-term period. So it's really initially just looking at the time that you do have available. Are there some gaps? Can you realistically, just to begin with, if you're even struggling to train or exercise 6-7 hours a week, maybe even 5-6 hours a week, can you just start by literally carving out 30 minutes within your day, whether that be in the morning, whether that be at lunchtime, whether that be in the evening, wherever that fits within your schedule best, potentially without too much disruption. I would always advise if you can get it done first thing in the morning. It may mean that you have to get up slightly earlier, but the great thing about that is it just means that you've got it done, and just any disruptions that may come to you within your day potentially can then mean that session or that exercise or session won't actually happen. So let's just say, to begin with, can you realistically carve out 30 minutes within your day, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, great. If you can do 60 minutes, we can achieve some amazing things on 60 minutes a day. But initially, can you just take 30 minutes a day as, the minimum that we want to try and achieve? And again, it's actually then looking at what's the minimum quantity that we actually need, the minimum amount of volume to really make progress. And that's where another video where we can go into how to actually really maximize the time that you're spending on the bike and your exercise and what you're doing to get the most from that. But let's just go back a step. Initially, we want to just look at, right, if we perform half an hour of exercise every single day or every other day through the week, you may then actually at the weekend have a bit more time to increase that. But it's really initially just finding what can we do within the day, where can we put that in to actually then start to build and gain some consistency. And the great thing is when you just think of actually, yeah, I just want to make a smaller commitment to begin with, that 30 minutes, you start to do that consistently. That actually then allows you to be consistent and start to form a habit with that, which has over a long-term period, 30 minutes a day over a 3, 5, 4, 6 month period, whatever that may be, is going to get you so much better results than initially committing to a program plan where, yeah, this plan has said it's going to get me this result, but it's going to take me 10 hours to get there each week, and I have to commit to that to do that. It's better to actually say, right, 30 minutes a day, let's perform that consistently, and I guarantee that you'll start to form a habit with that, and you'll actually see better progress in that, and you'll feel better for it as well. Certainly, if you get that session done first thing in the morning, that's just going to set you up so much better for the day. You've done some exercise, you've got that endorphin release, you're feeling better about yourself because you've done that exercise, you've actually ticked it off, rather than have not done it in the morning, know that you haven't completed that session, you then say you're going to do it at lunchtime, a meeting comes in, a call comes in, you have to meet with one of the team, something else just takes a bit more time than you thought it would. That session that you wanted to then do at lunchtime then becomes an evening session. Then during the evening you walk back in, maybe after completing your day at work, the kids need something, the family needs something, maybe then you have to attend to go back and work at something then later on in the evening, and then that session just doesn't happen. So the feeling of actually getting that session complete, 30 minutes in the morning, that allows you to build consistency, that allows you to create a habit, that allows you to then build consistency, and consistency over time is what's going to allow you to see those results. And the great thing here is you've done it, you've been realistic. You've actually carved out a slot which is sensible, realistic within your day, which you can then actually commit to, and because it's realistic, you start to perform or create sustainable habits with that, which then make it sustainable long term, and you can see some really good progress with that as well. So yeah, I hope that helps. If you have really been maybe looking around at things, you may have a target, a body composition goal, a weight loss target that you're working towards. And another great thing with this, I've done this in another video, I think it was a few weeks ago, on how this can really, if you are looking to lose weight, but specifically also then really help with the nutrition and fueling structure within your day. Because again, if you know that you're training in the morning or whenever you are training in the day, you can then work backwards from that with your training, with your nutrition and fueling, And that just makes it so much easier because you've carved out a structure, a realistic structure, and then from that you can align where it is you're having your meals, when it is you're fueling, align that with your training, align that with your day, the meals that you're then having, and again that just makes it so much easier rather than over-committing to something, trying to achieve a bigger training volume and then potentially not being able to do that, not training. That then has a knock-on effect with potentially having a negative effect on your nutrition and fueling, and then that's where you may then be stuck on the plateau or not be seeing the progress that you want to at the moment. Smaller, realistic targets with the training can also then have a very positive effect on what it is you're trying to achieve with the nutrition and fueling as well. I hope that helps. If it has, please drop a like on the video, hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Ben from My Cycling Coach, founder, lead sports scientist. I've been doing this now for the past nearly 10 years. I make these videos as if I can fast track you to your goals without having to take that time of the studies, the research, the science, the coaching, application, and everything that we've learned through doing this in that time period. Then I've done my job with making these videos. And if you found this useful and you think that there's somebody else who would find this video useful, then please share it with them. But in the meantime, keep up the great work. Speak to you soon.